Welcome everybody. We are going to do a little bit of fun here. So I have went and purchased all of the Dilithium Vanity shields, and so we're just going to just play around and just kind of take a look what they look at, or what they look like. I myself don't have a large variety of vanity shields. Matter of fact, this 9 I just purchased is probably one of the bigger jumps I've gotten since getting the reputation shields, but why am I logging out? That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I intended to do. This is what I intended to do, because this game is a lot better with sounds. Perfect. Speaking of sounds, I want to make sure that I am actually
enjoying. Ready to return. What is it now?
So, I kind of took, like, I went and tried to find some images of the shields, but really not a whole good variety of what they're supposed to look like. So I still have the, I don't even remember what the name of this ship is. I'm gonna remember here in just a second. Oh, the second class. I still have the second class. Let's try to find some place where it's a little bit more. A little bit more sunnier. That looks good. All right. So we have the new shields. Shrink this down. Hurry up. That doesn't do what I wanted it to. There. So first shield we're going to look at is the Tinzuki shield. Yeah, that one. The word I can't say unless I'm hearing it said to me first. So, kind of a greenness. Actually, I wonder. Make things awkward. So sometimes the shields are added on top of the actual base that you put on here. So I want to change this up just a little bit, and we're going to change it over to just a TOS texture on the ship. I actually kind of like the TOS textures, not as busy. It's got its own. 0. I guess it didn't change much, but sure, why not? Now we'll go ahead and go back. There are some ships that it does matter on, or some shields that it matters. So get ourselves back to a shiny spot. Nice view of the sun. All right. I mean, I guess if you like that aquamarine, greenish, bluish color, that's what the TOS design looks like, by the way. If I move my inventory. See, I like this, the TOS, the Type 0, is because it makes everything look clean. Now, I don't do that on all my ships. Some Aztecian is nice some of the time. But so that is that one. Now, if you're wondering why you can, what we're doing here is that they've done this once before where you can actually get some of the Vanity shields by spending dilithium. It's just a way for Star Trek Online to try to remove some of the dilithium from the market. It did help because I went and bought some dilithium. And so they added these. I think the last time they did this, there's only 6 shields on here, and now they have 9 shields. I think they carried over some of them from before, and then added 3 more. But I'll be honest with you, not my color scheme. Not really. I mean, you guys can tell me what you think. But I'm not a fan of that greenish blue. Let's go to the next one, which I think is a Discovery shield. I think it kind of looks like the Discovery which is actually on the end here. I think it kind of looks like this. So this is the Discovery shield that you get from the rep. Which is just adds like a shiny texture to it, which I think is supposed to be from the TV show, what the shields kind of look like when they're up. I think it is also the texture that you get from the Tilly's shield, or very similar. Yeah, it's basically the same thing that you get from Tilly's, which I always have turned off. But the Discovery, oh nope, it is not what that is. All right. So it kind of just has the Discovery color, that dirty brownish white color. It's interesting. My only complaint about this one is I think this is easily accomplished through the skin types. Not sure this is exactly needed, but I guess. Trying to remember. So most of these came from lock boxes. This one came from one of the recent Discovery ones, I do believe. Discovery Vanity Shield came from the Special Equipment Discovery Disruptors or Weapons, which is in the Infinity Pack and was in the Discovery Lockbox. The Tinzuki, yes, I know, came from the Tinzuki lockbox. But I mean, just because you can actually get it otherwise, I mean, I guess if you're counting the nacelles into it, the blue nacelles, that'd be a little bit more difficult. So you would be getting the blue nacelles with the Discovery design. Now, on the Ferengi one, I actually did not want to buy this one, but I bought it anyway because it's just an orange. It's like a burnt orange. Meant to be a copy of the Ferengi ships from both the Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. It is a very, very ugly. And I don't think there's any equivalent to this one within the any rep shields. I guess if you're flying a Ferengi, this would be the one that you'd want to get. And then the Herc, which I understand what they're doing here. It's just basically the whole Herc design. You know, some of these would be nice if you're playing a themed character from that type of actual from that type of race. Like if you were playing a Herc type character, which I actually kind of wish you could. Zenkathi too. I wish you could play as a Zenkathi. Matter of fact, if they made Zenkathi available, and they never will because they'd have to rig a whole bunch of armor and stuff like that. But if they were playing it, I would do these shields on a ship. Just a curry yellow. This is the nicest way that I can put that without offending anybody. Alright, I saw an image of this and it's actually looked nice. So I'm actually kind of interested. This is one of the top ones on my list I wanted to get. Alright, yeah, this one kind of, I think there's an equivalent to this one, which is the Terran Rep Shield. Because I use the Terran Rep Shield all the time, and I think it's a very similar color scheme. Just kind of just a dark with a yellow, and then the Terran. Okay. So very similar. Are the nacelles normally blue? I guess I should check that. The nacelles do not have a color to them. So that blue is a part of the Terran. The Terran. And so this just makes it so that's completely orange and dark gray. I mean, there are. I do use the Terran one every now and then, so this might be a nice nice one to use besides the Terran one. Matter of fact, I am using the Terran one on my free to play account because it makes the bowsman look pretty nice. So, yeah, there might be situations where I might just like throw on a ship and actually want to run with this one. So, a decent one. This is the one that everybody gets, which is the black with red stripes. Now, it is possible with the Vesta skins that you can now get to get something very similar to this. I don't know if they said it's the exact as the Section 31. But this actually looks really nice. Actually looks really nice on the Sagan. Maybe because the Sagan is kind of Section 31-ish type ship. If it had a little more angular body, then it would definitely look like a Section 31 ship. Yeah, I think this would be... So, I flip between a couple, personally. So, I do the Section 31, and sometimes I'll do the Fikiri, which I like because it's just like a rusty ship, and for some reason I like it when I'm flying around. Sometimes this is actually what I generally have on my when I'm flying around with the Inquiry, is the Fikiri. And if you're wondering where you get the Fikiri, that's from the current store. And the winter store, it's actually pretty cheap. It's like several 50. It's like 50, 50, and 50. But the Section 31 is still pretty nice. The other one I flip between also is this one, but that's only good on some ships. I will say, with those watching, if you do like what you see, please give me a like. If you'd like to see more, feel free to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. You'll be notified when I stream again, or if I ever post a video again. But yeah, thank you for watching and checking me out as I check out the new Dilithium shields. So that's a Section 31. I think the image I saw, this is very similar to, it's actually very similar to the 31st Century shield. I'm actually kind of curious, just kind of looking there. What are the differences between the two shields? Does it... yeah, there's... I guess the different shiny bits, I guess, between the two shields. I would honestly say that I like the 31st Century shield a little bit better. Somebody just flew off like a... Yeah, I generally don't go with all white on my ships unless I am doing specifically the TOS skins. Just because it looks a lot cleaner. But that's just more of a personal preference, I guess. And then the next one is the... I was actually kind of excited about this, and I might actually be switching this over to another character. Ooh, it's actually nice and dark, too. So, I might switch over to another character in a moment. Just switch this character over. Apparently a new YouTube video just popped up in my YouTube subscriptions. Actually, I didn't notice the whole glowy purple back here. Actually, I'm trying to remember if I actually have the stuff for the... Actually, do I? I do, actually. Simulated engines. And then do Borg Vanity. Maybe not a big enough ship to actually... Oh, and the purple and the green. Oh, that's so much different. That doesn't look good because the purple and the green. So if they had like a... Do I have it up here somewhere? Because the two other choices are... Well, the simulated shield, which is just... changes, adds this back here and changes the texture on here. And then the other choice is the brain shield. Ooh, boy, I just realized that needs a heavy texture upgrade. Yeah, I think the brain shield still beats out the Borg shield. The Borg Vanity shield for a Borg vanityness. Alright, let's take these out of here. Let's pull that Borg back down. This here, so I can put it here. So the Borg, and then the last one is the Balu. Is that just a... It looks just like a Section 31 shield. Let's just go ahead and... Is there... Oh, so it's darker than the Section 31 shield. So I always thought that this is what the Section 31 shield looked like, but apparently I was wrong. You know, if it didn't have that red stripe, this would look a lot better, but it has a red stripe on it. I wonder if the red stripe is just from the ship itself. Let's go jump in another ship real quick. Let's go ahead and get a good old-fashioned Constitution. See what it looks like on they look like on a Constitution. Which I think I'm going to have to pull out. Legend. Jeffries. Calvin Constitution. I think this. I feel like I'm missing one. Or I just don't see it. Oh. The disco price, alright. So the Jeffries is the one I want. Jeffrey, ready starship. It's going to be all completely confused because I'm missing half that stuff now. Boo. Because it was in my dry dock. And a rusty shield, as normal. All right. Put that back. That actually didn't go over there. This here. This goes here. My organization. So we will do this. For the Zincathi. That looks really weird. It literally looks like they cracked the ship open, and it looks very weird. Wait a minute. Oh, this is okay. This is not TOS. This is the movies. But then Discovery. Yeah. If I'm ever going to fly around this, I really do like just the TOS. If I'm going to fly around a TOS ship, just the TOS skins. So maybe this is a bad one to look at. Because that Aztecing just makes it look awkward. You know, it's actually really funny. It might actually look good if you just took some of the color away, like just the gigantic plates bolted onto it. So the Herc. Just, actually, that looks kind of cool. Not a whole lot of color variations on this one as compared to the Sagan. But I do like the way that the deflector looks. Looks pretty cool too. And I will admit, I do like this over the Terran. Because the Terran has those blues, and this just kind of just sticks with the I don't remember what the name was. The amount of shields. Which is probably where the Terran one is. Emperors. And it does look good on a TOS body. I will say that. Section 31. Does this have funny red lines? I guess. Not as well pronounced of a red line, but it still has some funny red lines. Actually, those red lines don't look as awkward or as out of place as the big ring around the ship. Now that makes me kind of wonder what the Balu looks like. Is it Kelvin? I feel like you can get this one through just like your skin choice. And then so I wonder if this would look as weird. See, so this doesn't look as bad as a Sagan, mainly because the blue is covered by a lot of the green. And I think the green looks better with the orange than it does with the green. So maybe it just depends on the size of the ship. On whether or not this shield looks good or not. But the fact that there's so much blue on it does make it a little bit awkward. Ooh. That's a black. That is a black on top of black. It is so black they have to highlight the letters with with white. Alright. So, as with any Vanity shields, you kind of have to put them onto a ship to see how it looks. But if I was going to rate these, that one's pretty high. I do like the Emperors. I'd probably be using that once or twice. If I had to choose between the Balu and the Section 31, it'd probably be the Balu. Let's see if I was going to choose another one. I would not choose another one. There. My top three. Borg. The problem with the Borg is that you can get a similar shield with the dialectic shield. This one, kind of very similar design. Wow. Ooh. Though that texture needs a huge upgrade. Oh man, yeah. When you put that up against like other ships, it's obvious that that's needs an upgrade. With the Kelvin one, there are so many others. I think you can do the same thing that Kelvin's doing with just the ship type selector. Herc, I'm not a fan of the color. Ferengi, definitely not a fan of the color. Discovery is just like the not the Kelvin. The Discovery stuff, you can do this. What this is trying to do, you can do this with the ship type selector. And then the Zenkathi. I mean, on this ship it makes it look a little bit more black. It looks like a bluish black, but and I guess it'll also differ if you're depending on what light you're in, because we are facing right at the sun. But these three, I mean, tell me which one you like the most. I mean, I guess, but I'm going to end that here. If you do like what you see, go ahead and give me a like. If you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You will be notified when I stream again or if I post a video. Thank you again for watching. I hope you have a good day. Bye.